vlog. I was not planning on vlogging today. It's actually a Friday. I typically only vlog on Saturdays or Sundays, but I am off from work today because it's my summer Friday, and I was planning on just doing things around the house and keeping it very low-key. And I actually have a lot of errands to do, and a lot of it pertains to the nursery. So I figured that I'll vlog and take you guys along with me as I shop for pieces to complete the nursery and to decorate it. And yeah, I just thought that might be interesting for you guys to see kind of my process when I am kind of designing a space. All right, so I want to give you guys a peek at the nursery and some of the progress that we have made. If you watched one of our more recent vlogs, you saw Mike and I putting our crib together. We went with the Baby Little Lolly crib, and we weren't gonna get it so soon, but it was the one that we wanted. We knew we wanted it, and it was actually in one of the flash sales on Amazon Prime Day. So my mom bought it for us, and although our plan was literally to not even do the nursery until after we brought the baby home, having the crib here kind of triggered us to really just like get moving and get things going. And now that it's here, I just want to keep making progress and getting the space finished. The more finished it feels, the more prepared I feel. Even though I know the baby won't be in here for the first several months, but it's just making me feel better. And I think that that's what I need right now. So although we said that we weren't going to do the nursery or finish the nursery until we for sure were bringing a baby home, I just mentally need to do it. Like, I need a project to keep me busy. And so we're doing it. And if things change, regardless of what happens, we have a ready nursery. So I really don't see how it could be a bad thing at this point. So we're just gonna keep going and just do it. So here is a peek at the crib. It's got a black frame and some natural washed wood spindles. I love this crib. I can't wait to get a mattress on it and just like make it look like a real crib. Right now it's serving as like a storage caddy because the box for the Nuna Pippa is absolutely massive and I have nowhere to put it. I'm thinking about just installing it in my car this weekend just so that it's like not in here anymore because I can't handle it. This dresser we've had for over a year. We've been storing it at Mike's parents' house. I used to work for a nursery furniture manufacturing company. I did all of their marketing, and I had to be part of a sample sale one weekend, and one of the dressers we were getting rid of was this one, and I snagged it for $30. This thing is made in the US. It's so sturdy, it's so heavy. And I love that it didn't have any holes drilled for hardware because that means the possibilities are endless. We can put knob pulls, we can put bar pulls. We're thinking we're gonna do a flat black bar pull. So I'm gonna see if I can try to find that today at Home Depot, as well as one of the templates for drilling the holes for them, because we had one of those for our downstairs cabinets when we did those, and it just made our lives so much easier. So I want that. And then there's this little nook, which has become my favorite place in the nursery. I just love to sit here and daydream about who this baby's gonna be and like how our lives are gonna change once we're parents. And I absolutely love it. It was a Delta glider. It was fairly inexpensive. And then I picked up this side table yesterday at World Market, and I love it because it's like this dark mercury glass and it reminds me of like craters on the moon. And it's a little bit hard to tell because we still have a lot of finishing touches to do, but the theme of the nursery is actually the moon / outer space. So the moon outer space theme was inspired by the cover art to my favorite album by my favorite band ever, and it's Brand New's album Deja. On the cover of that album, there's an astronaut floating in some kind of like outer space abyss, and there's like weird birds flying overhead. It's a super kind of eerie but like cool just image, and I'll insert it here so you know what I'm talking about. But I have always loved that cover art, and that's my favorite album of all time. The music on it is just like everything to me. And I've always wanted to get that astronaut tattooed on me, but I never did, and I probably won't at this point in my life. So it's really cool that we get to pay tribute to it in our child's nursery. And Mike loves the image. He thought the idea was really cool. But I also don't like when nurseries are like too themey. Like, I know it's a kid's room, but it's also a room that parents spend a lot of time in, and we don't have space space for a playroom in here. So this will be where we do a lot of like playtime and hanging out as a family. So I wanted this space to be reflective of both mine and Mike's style, and I wanted it to be a room that would grow with our child. So I don't want to do too much theme stuff. Instead of doing like planet decals on the wall behind the crib, we're actually going to do dot and line like constellation decals. They look super cool. So we're gonna have those up on the wall over here, and then we're gonna have a big round gold framed mirror over the crib, over the dresser. I'm actually going to have the cover art that I was just talking to you about, that from that band, as well as probably like another print of like different phases of the moon or something. And then I have these little guys, which were actually a wedding gift, and these were hanging in my office before, these little starbursts. They're coming a set of 3. I have this big one and then 2 smaller ones, and we're gonna add those into the wall, so it'll probably be like one long like rectangular frame, the cover art for the album in a square, and then those arranged in the other corner. So I'm really excited to get that going. There's just one part of this nursery that just is irking me. I'll show you. So this is what's irking me. This little wall is driving me crazy. I know I want to put a bookshelf here. I initially thought I wanted something this size. I found this one last weekend at HomeSense. And I was like, I think it'll work really well, but then I started to have doubts, but then I was like, you know what, let me just bring it home and see, and if I don't like it, I can always bring it back. As soon as Mike put it down in here, I was like, hate it. There are just too many knots in the wood, and the dresser just doesn't really have any of that, so it kind of throws my eye off. Plus, I really don't like the X's. I was hoping that they wouldn't bother me so much, but they really do come off kind of like barn yardy, and I'm not really into that. So this is actually gonna go back today. That's one of our errands, and I think I'm gonna go with a bookcase that goes up the wall more. I initially wanted to hang things above it, which is why I wanted it short, but now it doesn't really matter. Plus a taller one will give me more storage. And then where the printer is, I'm either gonna end up putting the diaper genie or just the hamper, which we picked this one up last week at HomeSense, and I love this because it adds some more cool natural textures in here. Just pulled up to HomeSense. This shopping center is actually really cool because it's not that close to us, but it has a HomeSense, a HomeGoods, and a Target all in one place. So it makes shopping for decorations and stuff like very convenient. So I'm gonna grab a cart, grab my shelves, and go in and return those. I have returned the shelving units, and now I'm just gonna browse the store, see if I find anything else that I like for the nursery. We were just here a week ago, but a lot can change in a week. They could have gotten in a shipment of all the things that I need to complete the nursery. Here's wishful thinking, but I'm just gonna walk around and see what I find. Kind of a bust. There was a rug that I liked. I wasn't sure if I loved it for the space though, and then I also found a bookshelf that I thought could work, but it was like a brushed bronze color, and I would have needed to spray paint the frame, and I would have needed to take off the shelves and paint the shelves, and I just really don't feel like adding any more DIY projects to my list, so I think I'm just gonna leave that there and see what else I can find. Left Target a few minutes ago. I'm now on my way to World Market, which is kind of a ways away from where I just was. It's like a 35-minute drive, but it's cool, we gonna get there, and hopefully that stop is less disappointing than Target was, because Target was so sad today, guys. And I hate to say that because Target never disappoints me, but today, I don't usually go to the one that I was just at, and it was super picked over. The shelves were really bare. It's back to school, so everybody's getting ready for like their college dorms and stuff, and so there just wasn't a whole lot going on. Plus I think they're in the middle of transitioning their like summer stuff into like the fall and like seasonal stuff, so it was just a sad experience. And all I ended up picking up were like my everyday makeup items, like my eyebrow pencil and foundation. And then I picked up a couple of essentials for the baby, a small pack of newborn diapers, some water wipes, And I was gonna wait to do all of that stuff because it's just not stuff that we like need on hand right away. But if you haven't noticed, with my nursery prep, I'm going through a nesting period. Everything is a mess to me in the house. I've been working on getting everything clean, like every night. I've been working on a different project around the house, just trying to clean. And so I'm really nesting hardcore, and I just want these things because I think they'll just help me feel a little bit more prepared for a situation that is totally out of my control and that is extremely difficult to prepare for. Major at Target, including a rug, and then I decided to just stop at the Marshall's HomeGoods right next door just to see, and in a random turn of events I actually found another rug that I really like, so I'm gonna get them both and then I'm gonna see what works better in this space. But like, take a look. The dresser project is underway. I've got half of it done. I have the other half to go. This dresser is actually so solid that it's really hard to drill through, but I am somehow managing. It's just taking like all my strength. The pulls look good. I'm glad that I went with the larger ones instead of the smaller ones because I think it just the dresser's kind of plain in the front, so it adds a little bit of interest. This center pull is a little wonky. I went a little too high on this side, which is funny. Here's why you never second guess yourself. When I did the dots to mark it off, this dot was here and this one looked too low. So I brought it up a tiny bit so that it would match this one. And honestly, it was probably perfect the first time. I probably didn't need to bring it up. I messed it up by doing that. So it's not a big deal. When our child is packing up this dresser to move to their first apartment, they'll be like, oh yeah, my dresser with the wonky handle. My mom did that. So it's all good. It's all love. Dresser project is complete. I just laid out the rug that I picked up from HomeGoods to see how I like it. I actually really, really like it. Like, I don't even know if I want to roll out the other rug. The other rug is fluffier and softer than this rug, but it's just not as fun or as cool as this rug. And I really didn't think I was gonna find a rug that was like, kind of like reminded me of West Elm or like Crate and Barrel Kids, and like this rug does that for me. So I think we're gonna go with this rug. All right guys, well we most certainly had a productive day today and I am quite literally beat. We just finished dinner and I am so tired. I can barely stand here and film this outro. But I have some mint chocolate chip ice cream waiting over there for me, and I'm gonna go climb into bed and just chill out. And get some sleep so that I can be hopefully as productive tomorrow. I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog and helping me shop for the nursery. Leave me a comment down below, a thumbs up if you liked it, and I will see you guys in our next video. Bye.